Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today is Ikoria release day, which means on Magic Arena we can finally play with the new cards together. So today we're going to be showcasing some highlights from the Early Access Streamer event, which I was invited to by Wizards of the Coast, so thank you very much to Wizards for the invite. So hopefully most of you maybe have not seen this deck. I did play it throughout most of the day, because this was honestly my favourite deck from the entire day. So this is going to be the Uwu Flicker deck, blue-white Flicker, and it's built around the card Gyruda, which in the gameplay you're going to see today actually has the Godzilla style on it. So if we go to Gyruda, it's going to look like Gigan Cyberclaw Terror. So I'm just going to, for the purpose of this deck tech, just call it Gigan Cyberclaw Terror. And I'm going to refer to it as that, but it's actually the Garuda sea creature, this one right here, that we're playing around. So the build around card is going to be a 6-mana 6/6 with Companion. We're going to be completely ignoring that. I think the deck actually is just significantly better without actually using the Companion part. So we're just going to have all 4 in our main deck. When Garuda enters the battlefield, each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard and puts a creature card with an even converted mana cost from among them onto the battlefield under your control. So there's 3 different cards that Gigan wants to be hitting when we mill over. The first one's going to be Spark Double. Spark Double being a 4-mana 0/0 that can enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature, except for it is not legendary and has a +1/+1 counter. So if Gigan mills 4 cards and one of those 4 is Spark Double, we can have Spark Double enter the battlefield as Gigan, which means we trigger Gigan again and mill 4 more. And then if we hit another Spark Double, we rinse and repeat. We can also do that with an extra 4 copies of Charming Prince as well. So Charming Prince being a 2-mana 2/2. The specific part that we like on this one though is the third option, exiling another creature you own and then returning it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of next end step. So if we hit a Charming Prince, we exile Gigan and he comes back on our end step to flicker again, and we can re-chain it all over again. And the third one is Thassa Deep Dwelling. Goes very well with Flicker, obviously. And this one says at the beginning of your end step, you get to exile a creature, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. So we get to Flicker Gigan every single turn, mill 4 over, and see what we can hit. So we got Charming Prince, Spark Double, and Thassa, all of which allow us to repeat the mill over again. We've got some supplemental cards in here, though, as well. If we don't hit any of them, we've got Elite Guard Mage, Thassa's Oracle, and Fibblethip. All of these are basically card advantage engines to get us towards our end goal. Thassa's Oracle being an alternative win con as well, because when we're milling 4 cards over every single turn, we're going to get pretty damn close to 0 cards in our deck. And in fact, when we're making additional copies of Gigan as well, every single time we Gigan into Spark Double, we're going to be adding 2 more Devotion to our battlefield. So Thassa's Oracle in the gameplay you're going to see today can have like a devotion of up to like 11 or something like that, so we don't even have to get to 0 cards in our deck to win with Thassa's Oracle. But usually what ends up happening is we have several copies of Gigan and we swing in with 6/6s and 7/7s, and our opponent's board just isn't enough to deal with it. We've got some supplemental cards in Yorion as well from the new Ikoria set. This one is basically like Lumbering Battlement from previous sets, exiling any number of non-land permanents you own and then return them under your control at the beginning of your next end step. So a Flicker Wisp effect, similar to like Charming Prince but on a more mass scale. This one is odd, which means your Gigan cannot actually reanimate Yorion, so you've got to keep that in mind. It's only this line and this line that can be reanimated, but in between we've got like some tech slots. We've got Teferi Time Raveler, who is a nice tempo swing to slow our opponent down. Basically only want to have Teferi here as a -3 to draw us into our Gigan, to make our land drops more consistently and slow our opponent down as well, because we've not got too much targeted removal. We've got Teferi and Elspeth Conquers Death and a 1-of Deputy of Detention here, and a Cavalier of Dawn. So very few and far between as far as interaction with our opponent's concerned, but most of it is going to be about gaining life and just picking off random pieces of our opponent's board state with ECD and Teferi, things like that. Just slowing our opponent down until we can loop Gigans over and over and over again. So yeah, that's basically about it. The deck looks a little bit differently here than it does in the gameplay. That's because I had 3 Gigans and 25 lands, but actually I believe that 4 Gigans, or Garudas is actually the more ideal situation because we're going to see this a little bit more often. I know during the streamer event I actually upset a couple of content creators and a few viewers because most people would leave before I got to turn 6. And if you've noticed, like the Ikoria cards that are new here, there's 5 of them and they're all in turn 5 and turn 6. So if you don't stick around until turn 6, it's going to look a lot like I'm playing Old Standard, and that definitely came across, I think, to other content creators, unfortunately. But the actual build around, the way we win the game, is through an Ikoria card, so I don't feel too bad about any of that. They should have played it out, all of that stuff. But yeah, if you enjoy the content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's go. This video is brought to you by the generous support of our wonderful patrons and channel members that you see here. If you'd like to support the channel and get access to cool content like sneak peeks, bonus videos, polls on future content, or access to a personal deck critique from myself every month, then hit the join button below the video or check out the Patreon link down in the description below. With all that said, let's get into the gameplay. The love of Teferi made him go bye-bye. Yeah. It's not the best way to go out is double Teferi. I don't love this hand, but I also don't hate it. It's got lots of disruption and decent mana. I think we're gonna keep this one. I could be punished so hard for it though. Alright. Let it be known, I think I'm gonna get punished for keeping this. I'm gonna get punished hard. Okay. I'm going to receive quite the spanking from my opponent's deck. Playing a standard deck, so cool. Yeah, I didn't really find any of my non-standard cards like Gigan, which is quite unfortunate. Alright. Let's just take the lands. Alright. Yeah, the unfortunate part about Flicker and the new Ikoria set is there's not too many Flicker targets. Except for Gigan, I think just makes a really good Flicker option. We're not actually, we are probably gonna deputy the Innkeeper here, I think. Alright. I hate it. Ooh, Song of Creation. Sweet. I can ECD that. Alright, well, let's swing. Thin the deck with a Fabled Passage, I guess. I don't want to draw any more lands. No Sparky D? No Sparky D. I want Sparky D for Gigan. So there's Song of Creation. They discard their hand. And then we win. Seems good. Alright. They made the land drop. They play Lovestruck Beast. And Fae of Wishes. I'm gonna have to build up a hand for Fae of Wishes to be good, though. Alright, so stop non-creatures from doing anything for the time being. We're gonna go Gigan to hopefully fuel ECD. We got Charming Princes. Okay, so we go to our graveyards. We Charming Prince Gigan. Gigan's gonna come back on our end step and do it all over again. Woo! Okay, my graveyards, Charming Prince. Gonna Flicker Gigan and do it again on our opponent's end step. Alright, that's the combo. That's the combo right there, ladies and gents. Oh, he comes back on our end step and then ECD flickers him, Again, because we've got lots of flicker in our graveyard, I believe. Oh, we don't actually. Oh, no, we do. It's Charming Prince right there. Alright, so we're going to get Guard Mage. There's a Yorion. Alright, so ECD gets Charming Prince with a counter, which exiles Gigan. Ladies and gents, we're doing it. You're 2 mana, so I can't ECD you. I've got 32 cards left. I guess I could just... Yorion? Let's just Yorion, why not? Let's do this. Alright. That, and that. And that. Get rid of it all! Okay. So... Yorion brings back some stuff. Deputy... Oh my god. Exile Yorion. Deputy gets rid of the Innkeepers. Now, who said this was a bit too janky? We'll have Thassa, which we will draw with Elite Guard Mage. Charming Prince brings back Gigan. Gigan reanimates Spark Double on Gigan. Yes! Yes, chat! Spark Double on Gigan. Yes! My graveyard. Let's have Thassa. Oh, yes! The non-believers in chat, where are you? Make yourself known. Make yourself known. End step. Yorion comes back. It's gonna flicker for a this one. I actually don't know what I should be flickering anymore, to be honest. Let's just flicker it all and see what happens. Teferi Time Raveler. Okay. I'm just gonna take the turn to tap that and start swinging. See what happens. Oh, we win. Okay. Alright. That works. Just target everything at this point. Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird one. I'm gonna keep this hand. Seems a bit too janky. I don't think it is. I think we're just not exactly paired against the best possible matchups. Not drawing the best possible cards. It's like the first game we spent like 3 turns not drawing the land we needed. That's just for a start. And then we go up against an aggro deck where we don't draw any of our life gain. Could be too janky, but I'm not going to put these past 2 games as evidence that it is. So you never really played the paper version? Oh, I did, yeah. Played plenty of paper in my time. A fair bit of EDH and things like that. But not so much these days. Alright, Deputy, that's good. So what colour are we on? Mardu. Okay. Well, let's swing for 1. I wonder if we want to play Teferi or if we just want to go Charming Prince tapped with a flicker. This feels a lot better of a hand. Lots of early game decisions to be made, rather than drawing all of our Spark Doubles before we've even had a chance to put anything down that they can flicker with. I think we're just going to go Charming Prince. Decks do I have lined up today? Oh, lots. Lots of decks. I kind of want to keep them as a surprise, though. But we've got... I guess I'll give you some general ideas. There's an Aristocrats deck that I've got lined up for after this one, which is one of my own builds. We've got one of Cimera's historic builds, so you should know which one that is. Any Cheval? I started building one, but I didn't really finish it. So no. Yeah, I think Deck Builder's Toolkit was probably the first non-set related thing that I bought. It was very good. Like, me and my cousin used to play it, and we'd just jam 2 colours together, stick the lands in, and just play it as it was. That was kind of the idea. Alright, getting rid of Thassa. That's totally fine. Is this 4 colours? It is. Oh, wow. I guess we're just going to go to Fairy. Tick up. It could be an ultimatum list, maybe. I don't know if I need to bounce anything just yet, though. Oh, by the way, Yorion is another flicker effect. Exile any number of other non-land permanents you control. Return to the battlefield on your end step. So I can flicker Charming Prince, Fibble Thip. If I had an Elspeth Conquers Death, I could reset it. That kind of thing. Playing his human mutate deck? Not quite. No, this is not an 80 deck thing. It's more of a Garuda, Flicker, Reanimator kind of strategy. So is this the play next turn? It might be. Depends on what happens here, I guess. If I ain't got anything good to flicker, then there's really no point. Oh my goodness. Yorion, no! And we got nothing good. Alright. I guess we'll go Thassa's Oracle. ECD seems pretty good. It's unlikely to get Thought Erasured again. Is that what I want to bounce? Yeah, I guess so. Bounce Oracle, get Elspeth Conquers Death, play the planes they know about, and then set up our next draw. Guard Mage. Interested in a Boros Cycling deck, my dude? Not right now, but if you want to submit it to me for a later time, then definitely. I've already got all the decks that we're playing today lined up, so I won't really have time. Oh yeah, there was a time when I tried to make Slivers work as well. Slivers are sweet. Ral's Outburst, my Teferi. Rude.
It's only a matter of time.
That's just rude. Okay, well, get swinging. Guard Maging. I guess we'll get Fibble Thip him. Another Guard Mage. Okay. I'm waiting to get like full value on this ECD, but maybe just firing it off is good enough. I don't really know what to expect, so it's weird. Alright, well, get swinging. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Shark Typhoon. Alright. So they're at 5. Play Plains, play Guard Mage. Hold Deputy just in case I want to get rid of something different. Yeah, might as well. Now what our opponent's playing is janky. But maybe they'll just have what they need to win here. Alright, so ECD can get ECD. There's also a Cavalier. Boom. Get him. Alright. Let's just swing and take them to 3, I guess. Do I want to do that? I don't almost. It almost seems good, but meh. And deputy for the win, though. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I missing something? Do you think the ultimatums are good cards, especially with fires? Yeah, to a certain extent. I don't know if you'd go all in on the fires decks necessarily, but if you can include one in your list, then for sure they're definitely good. That's fine, I'm awful at math. Alright, you had me worried there for a second. Alright. So far we're not actually really doing the thing we wanted to do, which is very annoying. But we're kind of still doing things. Alright, 3 fairy, bounce this. Another 3 fairy. I'm just gonna go guard mage because I just want to get Garuda. Just give me Garuda. So Elspeth Conquers Death can get me Thassa, Yorion, Guard Mage, Fibblethip. It can get me everything. So what are the new symbols on the cards? Oh, they're updated things to Ruinous Ultimatum. Cool. They're updated to just make everything look a little tidier. I guess we're just gonna go to Fairy. Draw. More lands. Spark double. Draw. Give me good cards. Christ's sake. Where are they? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. I like this card. Requires a lot of setup, but there's a lot to do with it. Oath of Kaya. Okay, draw a card. Goodbye, 1/3 fairy. Good card, please. Anytime. Anytime you want to give me a good card. I think we might be losing this one, though. And if we lose this one, this definitely is going in the trash. It's Gigan. It's a Gigan. Alright, let's see how many gigabytes we can go with. Go. Giga, giga, giga. We got Spark Double, so we get to do it again. My graveyard. Or do we want, I guess we want Thassa, actually. Let's get Thassa. Crack Fable Passage to thin the deck. Let's grab whatever. Nah, I think I'll leave it as is. Flicker Gigan. Go again. Go into our graveyard. We get... Well, we could get Gigan, or we can get Charming Prince. I guess we got Charming Prince, exile Gigan, so it comes back on their end step. Protection from the ultimatum that way. Oh my goodness. Are we banning Sumerez? I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. It certainly would be easy. But thank you very much, Monster Kai and Asthmatic Dragon. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're gonna ban the crap out of him, don't you worry. Now it's like unanimous decisions. Thank you very much. Can we get some squee hype for our returning moderators? Alright, well this is getting deputied quite hard.
You'll thank me later.
He has glass soon anyway. Yo, we'll ban him while he's gone. That's the idea. Alright, Gigan comes back. Mills. We could get the Thassa they just took from us. I think so. There we go. Alright. And then we go Deputy. Eat them. And then we've got Lethal. Boom! He's done it! Alright. He has accomplished something with his day. That was a win for me. It's just everything that happens from this point forward doesn't matter. Need interaction today? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. People seem to leave this deck alone sometimes, and then it does its thing. And when it does its thing, it's fantastic. Love every second of it, but... Ooh, okay. It's a Britoff. Could get mana screwed. Could not get mana screwed. I'll mull. Fine. This is okay. So get rid of Guard Mage, we'll do Teferi, double, Spark double it, probably. Something like that. We'll see. Hope for the best. Please, Kenobi-san, don't think I'm playing Old Standard. Temple of Mystery. Shantarima nice when played Teferi. No. No. Beat him, please. I will give it a college try. Does a god account get the squirrel lands? If I can purchase them, yes. I don't know the actual answer to that, though. Alright. He won't be playing Simic Flash, would he? You won't be playing Simic Flash, would you? I think this is Growth Spiral. Somebody asked why you would cycle early. That's a good reason to cycle early. That right there is why you cycle Neutralize. Because it's a dead card now. And Sabotage would stay a dead card. Neutralize does not. Narset. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, that's awful. Oh, I hate that. Shark Typhoon.
Oh, I've done the hero
I truly despise that little card. Spawn double 3 fairy. I mean, I'm going to. Like, it's actually my best play. As bad as that sounds.
I am not. This might be a bad idea.
Yep, Song of Creation would be very dead. This is true. Gonna have to keep that in mind. Titan's Nest. This is the X spell when I'm on about. So this allows you to get an early Shark Typhoon down, I guess. Alright. It's very tribal. Alright. Tick up.
Here we go.
I guess I could play a Fibblethip just so I can attack Narset. Yeah, the Warwalkers, they seem to be an issue. Alright, now we're starting to draw cards, chat. I think we're getting out of this one. Charming Prince, eh? Alright, so kill Narset.
I was not prepared for this.
Spark double Teferi. Bounce Titan's Nest. Have 2 Teferis ready to bounce next turn. There we go. Charming Prince. The problem with all these Spark doubles is that if I find Gigan right now, he's probably not going to hit anything. But at least I can bounce him, I guess. You're trying to get him to rage quit? I'm trying to play to the best of my abilities here. We know they've got a Neutralize, but they can't do anything with Teferi in play. Guess they're just going to have to tap out again. Teferi Tron enabled. Oh, yes. What's the Sultai Ultimatum, chat? It's the one where you get to pick 3 monocolored permanents, right? This is what made Noxious hate you. I know, but hopefully I can redeem myself by playing Gigan. Thassa's Intervention. Alright, you ready, chat? We're going to do what the deck was designed to do. We're gigging. Alright, Gigan. Spin the wheel. We hit Thassa. Return Thassa for a Gigan wheel spin.
I've got it. Oh, I've done.
Tick up all the Teferis. Swing for 3. Flicker Gigan. Here we go. We hit another Gigan. So we Gigan once more. Gigan, go again. We hit Spark Double. We Gigan once again. We hit Charming Prince. We exile Gigan. Alright. Cool. So we can bounce Gigan, we can flicker Gigan. What have you got in here? Wilderness Wreck, Nissa, Shark Typhoon, Wilt. Lots of typhoonery. Yeah, they could delve. There is that, but then I could just bounce whatever they delve. So they're gonna exile graveyard cards so they can get down Shark Typhoon. But then I just bounce the Titan's Nest and the Typhoon, I think is what's gonna go on here. And then we're gonna Gigan. We're gonna keep Giganing him. I mean, we already... Do we have lethal already? I think we do. Alright, so, Shark Typhoon. Or whatever it's called. Yep, Shark Typhoon. There you go. They do get to go off, but I have Deputy Detention, so I can just eat all the sharks. You didn't know they're like sharks, did you? Maybe they win. Who knows? We'll see. I don't know what they could play that wins the game. Maybe, like, reset the board with Flood of Tears, perhaps? But we haven't seen anything like that. They do have Wilderness Reclamation as well. Alright, so we Gigan. We get nothing from them. We get Guard Mage from us. Good game. Alright. More cards. Fantastic. I love this deck. This is my favorite deck. Kuro Hitsuki. We've played against you today, I think. I'm going to keep because it's got Gigan in it. That's purely the only reason why I'm keeping. Other than that, this hand's trash. But I need to show my opponents that I'm playing non-Theros cards. Island. Sacred Foundry. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Should be able to bounce pretty much anything to play here. I'm sure they will. Hero of Precinct 1. That's a great bounce. So let's do it. So, bounce you. If Teferi doesn't die, we've got Spark Double Teferi. If he does die, we've got ECD to get him back later. Lava Brink Venturer on odds, I'm assuming. Yep, name odds. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. We can block it with Thassa's Oracle, I guess. I don't really like any of these, I'll be honest. I guess we take the land.
This might be a bad idea.
So you can have another playset of a companion in your deck now? Yes. So the way that companion works is that you get to put one of those companions... Yeah, I figured that might happen. One of those companions as a single into your sideboard. From there you can play that companion if you meet its companion requirement. Which also means that you can put that in your main deck if your companion meets its own requirement. It's pretty weird, but it's one way to go about it. Alright, I think I'm just going to play Elspeth Conquers Death for no value. Next time we play Gigan and we just go. And I'm sure I'll fill up my graveyard for the Chapter 3 there. We already have a Teferi, so... Judy. So yeah, you can have one in your sideboard to cast from your companion slot, and then the other two can be in if you still match your requirements. Alright, Gigan, go. Let's see how far we can go before we die. Get Spark Double, we get to go again. You. Nothing in their yards. We get another Gigan. Let's get Thassa. Target a creature I control. Let's have this Gigan. Go again. Spin the wheel. Get Hero or Elite Guard Mage. We'll go Guard Mage. I like my own cards better. Thank you very much. So you got 2, 5, 6, 7 mana. Again, we're in that situation where I want to play 2 4-drops and I've got 7 mana. Seems too consistent. Once but any time. Oh, you mean you can cast your companion anytime? Yes. But once it's out, it doesn't go back to your companion slot or anything like that. Once it's out, it stays out. Judy with lifelink, eh? I've milled over lots of stuff so they can mine us for quite a few things, in fact, if they wanted to. Alright, I will have Teferi with loyalty. Bounce Judy. Sparky D. Gigan. Legendary humans have indestructible. Nah. I'll just have another Gigan, thank you very much. Keep this one. Fibblethip. How many cards have I got? 22. It's Charming Prince. I guess I should be swinging first. That's my bad. We'll just get the Spark Double out of the way, I guess. Should be swinging first, though. You. Oh, baby. Send it. Mardu Ultimatum. Well, it'd be a thing. It sure would be a thing. All block Gigan. You know I have another Gigan over there, right? What's this bringing back again as well? I don't even... Oh, it's bringing back a Gigan, isn't it? It's just all the Gigans. Yeah, let's do that. That works for me. Oh, did I miss lethal? That's fine. Ruins the fun if I kill them that way. Alright. Flicker you. You can become a copy of this Charming Prince, I guess. You can exile this Guard Mage. And then you can become a copy of... what is even going on? This Charming Prince. You exile this charming prince. Try following that one in paper. What just happened? I don't even know anymore. Alright, they're dead. What on earth? God, that must be impossible to follow.